I am just going to wait just a second. If nobody shows up, I'm just going to go ahead and do this story. It's something I wasn't going to do a live today, but this is just something that I was reading and I couldn't believe it. And I just feel like we got to share it. So, in Shelby County, which is in Tennessee, there was a sheriff's deputy. His name is Brian Beck. Hello, hello. Sorry, no notice. I've got to learn a little bit more about this so that I can give y'all some heads up. But what I'm talking about is in Shelby County, that's in Tennessee. There's a sheriff's deputy, ex now, by the name of Brian Beck. And this is just going to be a really short video, okay, y'all? He is now 47 years old. But when he was 43, and I apologize for the word. I don't know how to like do like SO or something. But he repeatedly raped a 14-year-old girl over the course of 20 months, repeatedly, which began back in 2016. The grand jury indicted him on 2 counts of R by force, 2 counts of coercion, 2 counts of sexual battery by an authority figure. After 3 years of absolutely nothing being done about this, the victim's father contacted WMC, which is out of Memphis, Tennessee, and he was stating on the news that he was feeling very frustrated because it was dragging on, and he wanted his daughter to have some closure. I don't blame him. Normally, a person with those offenses would be looking at a minimum of 4 years. He went before Judge Lee Coffey, who holds a position with the judicial system in Shelby County, Tennessee. And the prosecutor's office allowed this scumbag to plead down to 1 count of aggravated assault. Instead of serving jail time, this man was given 3 years probation. He had to submit to random drug testings, 150 hours of community service, and the kicker is he doesn't even have to register as a sex offender due to the fact that this judge, Lee Coffey, who is up for election, by the way, signed a document saying that he didn't feel like he would be a repeat offender. So his plea deal is considered a felony. He cannot own any weapons, nor can he hold any position in law enforcement. If he had received the proper punishment, he could have been looking upward of 90 years in prison. And the fact that he doesn't have to even sign on the sex registry is just, it's mind-boggling. It doesn't sound right to me. It really upsets me. That's why I wanted to talk about it, because I think that we have to really get this out there, put these people's faces out there, and just educate. This can't go on. This 14-year-old girl endured abuse for 20 months, and that doesn't give her closure. It doesn't give her family closure. And I have to ask, what kind of message is that sending to both victims and offenders? Offenders, if they think they can get away with something and they're just going to get a slap on the wrist, that's not a deterrent for them. They're going to go on and offend again. And then the poor victims who are going through this, well, are they going to want to come forward and, go before their offender face to face and relive that, knowing that they're just going to end up with probation? That's going to deter victims from speaking out, and that's a shame. We've really got to make some changes in the United States. It's just not right. And I want to, put this man's name out there, Lee Coffey. He's up for election this year, and if if he's not going to stand up for victims any more than that, I hope the people of Tennessee will take a stand for this young woman and say, no more. We're not going to vote you back in if you're not going to protect our children. It's just not right. And we're not going to stand for it anymore. Vote the guy out. And I told you this is going to be a very short live. I do want to try to share my screen with you. I'm still learning, so bear with me. But I want to show you who these people are, because this has got to be talked about. We got to expose these faces. I mean, this guy assaulted a child and is getting away with it. Let me do this. Wait a minute. Let me do this. This will do better. And it's just not getting the attention that it deserves. And this guy should have done some jail time. Sorry. He should have been locked away for longer than 4 years. Now, if he doesn't follow his well, hi there. Sorry for no notice and it just being a short live, but this guy just made me so sick. I just infuriated me. Okay, I think I can share his face with you. So this is the guy who, yeah, here we go. This is the man who assaulted the 14-year-old over the course of 20 months. 20 months. It's outrageous. No jail time for this guy. The judge failed him. And I'm going to expose the judge too, because this guy is up for election, and I'm praying that his face gets out there and the Tennessee, let's see, Tennessee will not vote this guy back in. All right, let's give this a try. This guy makes me as mad as the offender. He might as well have done it himself. And then we got this guy. That's the judge. Do y'all see it yet? Lee Coffey. Lee Coffey's up for election again. This is in, yeah, I mean, this is outrageous, right? This is, oh, Lord, sorry. I'm all kinds of disshuffled today. I was so lazy all day. Shelby County, Tennessee is where this is. So if you have voting power there, please don't let this guy back in. Please, please, please. Isn't that horrible? And then this little girl, no jail time, none. Absolutely none. 3 years probation, 150 hours of community service, take a random drug test. And he doesn't even have to register as a sex offender. It's pathetic. Yeah, that's where Memphis is. Yeah, I think it is, because that's the TV station that the victim's father spoke out. But I wanted to share it with y'all. I feel like with these kind of things going on, there's got to be some change somewhere, you know. And I guess if the judges aren't going to do it, we're going to have to just vote these people out. Let's don't keep them in office for sure. But well, listen, I hope y'all have a great evening, and I will be back tomorrow. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Good night.